So, Odin and I got back from Oregon at an ungodly early hour. And I want to make a point. I really wanted to stop a couple of times and make a quick video. And every time I thought about it, I was out in the middle of damn nowhere or it was dark. So I wanted to make a statement because nothing was pretty about this trip and nothing is pretty about this morning. It's not even that early, but the few hours of sleep I've had are not going to cut it after 40 hours in the car. If you're paying any attention at all, it sounds like I'm getting sick, and that's not what this is. This rasp is what happens when I am low on sleep. Not just sleep, but good quality sleep. I miss my bed. I bought that damn purple mattress in Oregon, and I've been in my bed here one night, which is a great bed, but I miss my bed already. The lawn needs to be mowed. There are no groceries. My hair is sticking up in 100 different directions. But my dog was so happy. I don't know. I've left her before, maybe not quite that long, but I've never seen her quite as excited as she was when I rolled in last night. That kind of unconditional love is unlike anything. It's just unlike anything. She is just the sweetest girl. I have one laying right here next to me. Let's see if we can get him. He has not left my side. The girls are like, okay, you're home. We know you'll be back. We love you. We're going to go outside because the weather is beautiful. But just because it isn't pretty doesn't mean it isn't valid. Just because you're having a bad day or your hair's not right doesn't mean that you are not important or loved or lovable or whatever. And yet I have days like this to have had the days that I just had. We interned my grandparents' ashes into a rock that they bought, and I know that's a very hard concept for people to understand, but they cored, I want to say it's a 5-inch borehole, and we were able to put both of the canisters in there. Very, very rough weekend. 50 plus family members, a lot of emotions. You drop an empath like me into that situation and my heart just breaks. Too much. There may have been some beer drunk. I wasn't drunk, but there may have been some ways to adjust. But the point really is just because your life isn't perfect doesn't mean that your life isn't perfect. You're not always going to be pretty. You're not always going to have your makeup on. You're not always not going to have hair that sticks out in 45 different directions. And I have apparently no shame. None. If you don't like me at my worst, you can't have me at my best, I guess is one of those phrases that I identify with. My life is not pretty all the time. My kid is not good all the time. She is a challenge, but that's what's going to make her strong and make her an amazing adult. So I wouldn't change her or that for anything. I didn't have to do this trip as blindly wild, driving by myself across the country, but the cat and I did fine. People always look funny at me when I tell them that I drive 40 hours straight. I did take a nap in a rest area. People hate that. I'm not paying for a hotel room for 5 or 6 hours of interrupted sleep when I can do that in my car. I've gotten really good at that over the years. Yes, I'm armed at all times when I'm making those trips. But just because it's not pretty doesn't mean it's not valid. Just because somebody's having a bad day doesn't mean that they're not still working hard and trying hard and doing their best. And just because you have a bad day or a bad week or a bad year doesn't mean that you cannot recoup. I saw several posts today about suicide. One was specifically attributed to Epstein-Barr and EBV, Epstein-Barr virus, electromagnetic sensitivity, and we're just going to see more of that. I keep telling my kid, I'm sorry to tell you that the suicide rate in your age group is higher than it's ever been. It's the number one cause of death for 17 to 25-year-olds right now, and I think it's social media addiction. I think it's too much blue light. I think it's God, I'd slap my kid if I caught her with a VR headset. I don't do Bluetooth earphones. Like, she doesn't need any of that crap. You don't need any of that crap. Put your phone down, go outside, put your feet in the dirt, and live a little. And not inside the box, not on the screen, not what's going on. Check in with your friends. Check in with your friends that are funny. Check in with your friends that are always fine. Because that just because they're always fine does not mean that they're fine at all. There are no guarantees. There's no guarantee of tomorrow. And that's something I definitely took away from this weekend with my family. My grandparents were both 94 when they passed. My grandpa's been gone 6 years. My grandma's been gone 6 months. But you don't get tomorrow. You get today. You get today to love the people that you love. You get today to say the things you need to say, because a freaking meteor might hit tomorrow. I do love Armageddon. But you just, yeah, hug your people, love your people, and know that you don't have to be pretty to do it. Love you.